too fast to turn this on or off. But it seems to be timed just right. So I was looking at it go like, you know, I was looking at it whirl around in a circle like that, and like, no, it seems to be timed just right to power the whole circuit. And the cool part, one of the cool parts I noticed was the signal can be still traveling from one module from the previous cycle to the last cycle, and it doesn't lose any time or overlap or interrupt with anything because of the pulse shorteners or the pulse generators. And I thought that was cool. It's like simulated elasticity in the system where there shouldn't be any elasticity at all. They kind of act as a buffer between it's time. Like, I'm looking at it and I don't think I can make it go any faster, and making it go slower would only make it go slower and not break anything. Well, that isn't true, because I did make it go slower, and the transition between this side to that side did get broken, so I shouldn't change anything. Never mind. So the next step to this is to just repeat this whole process and use the next one, and then use the next one, and use the next one, because using the splitter, using the inverter with that light, this light, that light, this light, that's one box, the other box, one box, the other box, and if that box goes to another module that splits it into two boxes, and it's powered by this one, this binary counter goes through every possible combination of on and off between the starting point and the end point. So what that means is every set of boxes, every layer of distribution that I have, I could just add to one of these outputs for the next layer. So the next layer is going to come off of the yellow one. And I can control 4 boxes with the yellow layer. 2 boxes for one side and 2 boxes for the other side. And it should evenly distribute, like systematically on a timer, distribute however much 4 of that item is to those 4 boxes. And I think that's super cool, guys. That's super cool. Right? And I like to make new flat worlds. Well, in this case, hollow worlds. To like, this is where I started. Well, I started 2 worlds ago, actually, but just to see the progress that I made, like from that to this, to where I could see the combinations to try to figure out how to use these. Because I know you can make a binary counter out of T flip-flops in a series. That's basically a binary counter. Because I discovered that by accident many years ago when I was trying to make a long timer, which this also functions as a long timer. And this is the simplest timer in the game. It's a switch on top of a block with a torch that shuts itself off and allows itself to turn back on again. Hooking that up to pistons, like, rather than talk about it, I could just show you, like, hooked up to pistons, if I can remember how to build this. You can see the pistons move. Oops. Forgot about it being hollow. And I'm stuck. Okay, so Uh, on. Oh. Oh, let me speed it up here. This does the same thing as those things. But I wanted to try this design instead of the pistons because you get like, 30 or 40 pistons all going off, and it's really loud. Plus, you can't reset this. This you can reset. You can reset this back to 0 by moving the block down to the bottom. Yeah, it's pretty close. 64 and 27, 64 and 25. It's only off by 2 after that many. Now this thing's great. Not perfect, but it's close enough. I mean, yeah, I think I'm calling the video here.